they want to go to parades and cheer on the soldiers when they come back. It's all patriotism. It all works. But someone who wants to strive for more, to be accused of that and say that's selfish, that's insanity. That is insanity. That is exactly what America is not about. America stands in the way, a stark contrast to all of that, those ideas, those toxic, may I say, shall I say, dare I say, ideas of station in life. Just do what you're told. Keep your mouth shut. Make the best of it. You don't deserve more. Well, hello everyone. Happy Memorial Day. And as we've seen, Memorial Day come and go. What Memorial Day would be complete without a hit piece, basically, on America, patriotism, masculinity, toxic white males. Well, of course, we have to have it. It wouldn't be a holiday these days without a perfectly timed hit piece on America, the military, and, basically everything patriotism in America stands for. And what could say more? What would be a better symbol of America and patriotism than Captain America, the Captain of America? Well, of course, we have this article by CBR that was so perfectly timed on Memorial Day of all days, a day to honor the military, to honor those who have risked their lives for our freedom. What better day than that to pick out and try to tear down an American icon, someone who stands for everything that we honor and respect in America. What better day to choose to take down Captain America and call him selfish? That's right. Captain America is selfish, apparently, and according to this article from CBR. Now, I will say, this just got taken down. So, this was up. It got so much pushback, and rightfully so, that they pulled it. They took it down off the website, so you can't see it. However, I was able to screen grab it before they took it down, and I think it's worth going over, because even though they took it down, it's the right thing to do, and I will, say they did the right thing, applaud them for taking it down. It was still up there. It still got published in the first place, and I think it's worth noting that this is the kind of mentality that we're up against sometimes. When things still this got through, still someone decided to publish this at some point before it was taken down, and that's it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Okay, so we're gonna go through this here and just see what they say, how they justify this. Okay, so this was on CBR.com. It's no longer, so I won't post the link because the link now says not found. But as you can see here, this was an article earlier today, or yesterday, depending on when you're watching this video. So it was here. This was an authentic article that was on CBR's website. Okay, so it says Steve Rogers wasn't a hero for becoming Captain America. He was selfish, toxic white male wanting to be a hero. While he's Marvel's golden boy, Steve Rogers deciding to be Captain America was based on his own selfish desires. And you can see the date there. So this was Memorial Day when it was originally published. Captain America is one of the most important characters in Marvel history, and without him, many of the great stories of the Marvel Universe would not have happened, wouldn't be the same. He is central to the entire framework of Marvel storytelling, and Captain America is emblematic of justice, honesty, perseverance, making him the ultimate combination of the American ideal. So what could be wrong? That sounds great, right? Not so fast. However, the decision for Steve Rogers to become Captain America is inherently selfish. See there? Inherently selfish. You want to be a hero? You want to change the world? Stop thinking of yourself. Stop being so selfish. Steve was rejected from the military due to his small stature and health issues. So he was immune compromised, I guess you could say, right? He was immune compromised. But then his life changes when he is invited to join the super soldier program. Now, I'm not even going to get into moral ethics of, DNA altering and all that stuff. For the sake of this, we're talking about a comic book character and an idea and ideal in American culture. All the ethical and moral stuff behind altering DNA is set aside for the sake of this argument. We're talking about an American icon, basically. Fictionalized, yes, but still. Which is how he becomes Captain America. Okay, so he didn't go looking for it. He was asked to join. Now, he did want it, of course, but he was asked to join. However, when removing the context of what he would become, the decision was selfish. Rather than contribute in the best ways suited to him as a immune deficient, very small stature, almost frail, I would say, didn't even have the basic strength of a human. This was more like the classic idea of a weakling. That's what he was, and he had health issues, so it wasn't his fault, right? Rather than contribute in the ways best suited to him, Steve chooses to undergo the experimental treatments to artificially enhance himself. Steve's choices to become Captain America is rooted in a fetishization. It's a fetish of hyper-masculine rather than an innate desire to do good for his country. It's a fetish, so it's a fetish of hyper masculinity. That's what they're saying his motive was. He had already tried to join the military. This wasn't something he had gone to do, he had seeked out on his own. He went to try to do it because he felt, well, if I become this masculine, superpowered guy, then I'll go whatever, fight for the world and get a bunch of chicks. No, he had been rejected from the military. He had already tried to join the military in his immune deficient state and was rejected from it. This wasn't some fetish. This was just, the program that came and found him, saw that he had the heart, the dedication, the selfless nature, not selfish, selfless nature, that he would be able to do good for his country. He was willing to sacrifice himself, his life, to do good for the country. More than a soldier. This is a bold claim against America's golden boy, yet context matters. Yes, it certainly does, and I don't think you have it. Steve is initially somewhat unfit to serve in the front lines. It is tough and hurtful, but it is the reality of the situation. If his concern was truly how he could best serve the country, he would just accept his station in life and make the most of it. Boy, that sounds like the ideal selling point for socialism. Hey, just play the hand you were dealt. That sounds like that's like socialism to a T. Don't try to strive more for life. Don't try to do anything more. Just try to be status quo. The American dream is having the opportunity and trying to live and strive for more in life. That is the American dream. So it's a hit piece on everything of classical American culture. The American dream, the military, masculinity, striving for more, patriotism. He's pretty much encompassing everything and just trying to tear it down here. This is the idea that's permeating the culture, and this is what is at some point today, this was A-okayed and given the green light to go up on CBR. Now they have taken it down because of pushback, but at some point today, this was given the green light. He could have tried becoming a merchant marine, train as an officer, or stay home and help with the production of wartime materials. All of these could contribute to war like Steve supposedly wants to do, but that isn't good enough. And look, there's a merit in people that want to do that. That's fine. Some people do want to just be in production of wartime materials. They just, they want to train. They want to stay home and be able to help from home. They want to go to parades and cheer on the soldiers when they come back. It's all patriotism. It all works. But someone who wants to strive for more, to be accused of that and say that's selfish, that's insanity. That is insanity. That is exactly what America is not about. America stands in the way, a stark contrast to all of that, those ideas, those toxic, may I say, shall I say, dare I say, ideas of station in life. Just do what you're told. Keep your mouth shut. Make the best of it. You don't deserve more. That's what America stands against. And yet here we are with an article published in America that states that is wrong and selfish and toxic. Hey. It's understandable for a young man to want to prove himself to his peers and country, yet even... Is it understandable? Because you don't seem to be understanding of this at all here, Mr. Author. Yet, even if deep down his intentions are altruistic, the steps he takes to pursue those instincts are selfish. See, there we go again. It's understandable you want it, but it's selfish to pursue it. Don't take the steps. Stay in your station in life. In Steve's mind, there's only one way to contribute to war, and that just happens to be the way he wants to contribute. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with believing in something and making it happen? What's wrong with that? Did he in any way harm anyone by this? Save who knows how many lives Captain America, has fictionally saved. I fail to see how that is selfish to pursue a dream, the American dream, you could say, but any dream. He was approached to do this, already had tried, but he was immune deficient, so he was not able to. They found that he was the right guy for the job, had the heart, had the desire, had the patriotism to be more, and he decides to do it, and yet that's selfish. I fail to see that. Anyway, this article just goes on with the same thing. His tendency towards violence. It's all just a hit piece that's, in my opinion, so tasteless to put this out on Memorial Day of all days. For an American soldier, it's disrespectful. Anyway, that's the article basically in a nutshell. Unfortunately, well, maybe fortunately, honestly, it's maybe fortunate. Fortunately, they did take it down. Unfortunately, some people might not be able to read this because, it's just a good kind of, I'd say, gauge, to see where we're at right now with this kind of stuff. That this is this anti-American, white male masculinity, where we're at with that on a entertainment level, that this kind of stuff gets published, even if it's been taken down, which again is the right thing to do. I commend them for taking this down. It was still published, at some point. So anyway, I just had to share that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of this article and the thought process behind it. And sometimes you get an article that just really stops and kind of makes you think, and you're sort of speechless for a while, trying to process like how did this get made? How is this? Where are we here? Where are we in America these days? Anyway, I posit that question to you. So let me know in the comments down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, do so. Hey, it's the best deal going. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. So hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, lock the doors and hope they don't have blasters.